Hello Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. We're going to get into your general reading. This is going to be for May technically, but if you know me, you know how this works. Time, energy, all fluid, and these are timeless. So it might not be May, might not be May right now. It could be happening for you coming up. Could have already happened, but whatever comes up is just stuff that Spirit wants us to touch on. So let's go straight into it. And before I even get started, let me just real quick, if you guys like the reading, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and a like down below. It really helps me get my content onto other people who need to hear this message. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sometimes these don't resonate. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it. If you guys have something to say and it really did, go ahead, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. And obviously, if you're not already following me, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification for all my upcoming videos. Spiel over with. All right, so I didn't get a lot when I was trying to tap into your energy. I just kind of got this feeling that you guys are in a much more watery type of vibe, very much water element coming up. Specifically, I'm getting a lot of Cancer energy. You could have Cancer in your chart. You could be dealing with a Cancer, but you guys just feel very watery. You don't feel very air-like right now. And I feel like you hate that. I really do. I feel like you guys just hate that, and you're like, no, I am like not trying to do this today. No, thank you. I'm all set. Or ever, really. I feel like it's more intellectualize your feelings, be like, I feel this and I feel that, and XYZ makes me feel blah, blah, blah. But I don't feel like you guys really want to do that. I feel like you guys are like, or rather, I feel like that's all you want to do. You don't actually want to feel your feelings, is where I was going with this. I feel as though it's a difficult thing, especially for my air signs. You know, we're all up in our heads. I just think you guys are a little bit too much up there right now. Even if honestly you have other air signs like in your chart, I feel like air element right now is just like, I don't like what's going on. And I don't know if it's because we're at that like last bit of Mars being in Cancer. So it's really like driving these emotions to the surface. Also depends on what's going on again in your personal chart. But Mars has been in Cancer, and it really does drive those emotions to the surface. It is us being motivated by emotions, or it's us reacting based off of our emotions. It's more reaction, not response. Right now with that energy. There was one more thing too. Oh, when I was meditating and getting into your energy, by the way, we're gonna pull from the Lantern Oracle today, which looks like this. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, what was I gonna say? I feel like I'm in Aquarius energy. I'm like, I can't think. Oh, I was feeling like you guys hit like a rut, or like you hit like a, what's the word, like a plateau. Like there's just this like cap, I felt like, on like spiritual energy, or like a cap on your psychic abilities or something. And I kind of feel like Spirit's putting you in like timeout a little bit. Like it doesn't feel like you're not doing it anymore, because Aquarius is always very spiritual to me personally. Which, by the way, this is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. You can check any other placement, but at least check bare minimum Sun, Moon, Rising, ideally. But yeah, I feel like it just feels more like a timeout. It doesn't feel like you're like, oh, let me put a cap on this, because you guys are usually very spiritual, connected to the collective. I just feel like you guys are like, why am I in this rut? Like, why can't I get past this? I feel like it's kind of frustrating you. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, we want you to, like what I'm hearing is, like, go back down, go back down. And I feel like that is, like, go back down to earth, ground, get in touch with this, get in touch with that, with the body, with nature. Anything to do with like the here and now and the 3D. I feel like Spirit's like, we'll get there. Like we will get there. We will get to the highest high. We will get up to that like psychic development, like milestone that you want. But I feel like Spirit's like, not right now though. You gotta take your time. You can't rush there and think of nothing else. You need to take your time. Excuse me, sir. Making a lot of noise back there, buddy. All right, excuse me. So, Cat's like, I agree. Yeah, I just feel like it's like not all at once, you know? And I really feel like that's what you guys want to do, is just like get through it, not feel it anymore, you know, just move through it, get to the next thing. All right, let's not spend too much time with that. We're going to use the Lantern Oracle. We're going to get a card for you. I am going to read it. That's going to be our theme. And then we're just going to get into some tarot. One more shuffle here. All right. I feel like these cards are hard to shuffle today for some reason, which makes me feel like you guys are like, no, I don't want to. There we go. It's a lot better. All right. I kind of feel like I have to like shuffle. But if nothing comes out, I'm just going to pull the card instead. I'm really excited to see what comes out for you guys though today. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That was almost like fucking 10 cards. I'm not trying to do that today. Spirit, one card, one card. Let's see. Anything for Aquarius? I feel like you guys are like hiding, or like you're trying to hide. What are you hiding from? I get this feeling that you guys are running from fear, like you're hiding from fear. I feel like there are these old patterns, thought patterns, or just like behaviors or something coming up to be healed. And they're also saying Chiron. Check your Chiron placement. This is, Chiron talked about the wounded healer. So this is like really kind of lifelong lessons that we're going to go through, that we need to heal, things that we need to take and turn into power or wisdom, like stuff that we need to just transmute and like, you know, integrate. So, ooh. So I really feel like you guys have this fear energy coming up. And I can kind of see why in a way. I feel like the fear part of it is going through these old patterns of fear, past things that have happened that have made you fearful, and needing to transmute that, needing to integrate those things. And then there's another part of me that feels as though you're running because you've done that for so long. So it's like you're trying to escape or like push off, intellectualize your feelings and not feel them, because it seems almost like a waterfall. Like once it opens, it's just going to keep going. And I think that might be another part of the fear that I'm feeling here. Once it opens, it's not going to stop. And I think that's what you don't want. I was like, all right, once I feel these things, it's just going to keep going and going and going until I can't go anymore. And you don't want to do that. You're like, I don't want to cry because I'll never stop crying. And I don't want to face the past because I feel like it'll never end. And I'll just be facing that forever. Look at, the cat's going nuts too. So he's like picking up on it clearly. Oh my God, I love this. Okay. So the first card is Home, which is very watery. May your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure lives. Number 42, that's this bad boy here. Again, it's very peaceful, it's calming. You get the cleansing aspect of the water. I love that it's home, because it's like a sense of comfort. It almost, what is that card that they're showing me? Six of Cups. It's like the Six of Cups is what I'm feeling there. The past, the comfort, nurturing, nostalgia, which might be certain foods from childhood or something. You're looking for those creature comforts to help you emotionally right now. And then the other one we have is Spirit Self. Number 1, be who you are as you are. Look at that. Look how cool her hair is too. I like love that so much. I'm very excited. Let's kind of go over these right now. These will be kind of long, just like bear with me. I'm gonna try really hard to sum it up. I feel like I should read Home though, definitely. 41, 42. All right. The body is to be enjoyed. Pleasure is not an indulgence. It is essential. Oh, we love that. Are you guys holding yourself back from something? The crone featured in this card. Let me see if I can hold it up and read. I always fail at this one. I'm gonna try. All right, let's see if I can do this. The crone featured in this card enjoys a state of bliss in the natural springs where her body is revitalized. I think that was the word I was looking for earlier, revitalized. Nourished and restful. She supports you in distinguishing true from false pleasure and prioritizing your body's need for revitalization, respect, and love. Our bodies will always do the best for us, regardless of how each of us neglects, oh my God, our body or fails to fuel it with moderate nourishment, exercise, and pleasure. Even when we cannot or do not provide our bodies with a calm and safe environment or company, it remains our loyal and loving friend. It is always on our side, even when we judge it as inadequate. However, it does need our love, care, and attention in return, and not our punishment or neglect. For ongoing deprivation will deplete the body to a point where it cannot continue to run on empty. Burnout will occur, and illness and injury can ensue. Exactly what I'm saying. You cannot push these things down, down, down because you're afraid of letting them out. You're just going to create a monster, right? Drawing this card may signal that it is time to befriend your body, to love, maintain, and care for it as you would your most treasured and loving possession, for it's the most valuable material item that you will ever own. Whatever you give it, it gives back tenfold. Love is the best kind of food. This includes the way you allow others to relate to and engage with your body. If the interaction is not loving and does not genuinely support your bliss, confidence, and value, then lose it. The momentary pleasure we enjoy from overeating chocolate, watching too much TV, or having loveless sex is ultimately unhealthy and unable to give you or your body what is truly beneficial. The same goes for depriving our bodies of various nourishment or forcing it into shapes and sizes that we are told are beautiful but do not feel authentic or comfortable. Write down all the things that you are grateful to your body for and how you mistreat, neglect, and deprive it. Apologize to your body and list ways that you can turn any unloving behaviors into loving ones. All right, I'm not going to read the spirit self because it's super long, but I do want to glance over it here. Trust spirit self is the nourishing light that you seek. Higher self, vital force, true north, or spirit is the inner light within that is never lost or extinguished. To live according to our inner light is challenging. We need encouragement and acceptance to align with and embody our spirit self. As we develop into adults, the societal pressures to fit in, conform, and fulfill particular roles present obstacles to attuning our spirit self. Hold this card to your heart as a reminder of your birthright to assert your truth and personal power. This card heralds a readiness to end any tendency to overvalue external forms of power or influence. It's really similar. This to me just says, do not give your power away to other people, to other situations. Do not give your power away to anybody if you do not want to do that. You are the one that makes those choices with your body, your soul, your spirit. So, make them wisely. You don't have to give anybody anything that you don't want, right? And then you have confusion at the bottom. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses away through the uncertainty. So if you are feeling that you're like, I don't know what to do, and I'm giving all this away to XYZ person, and maybe it's just that you're giving too much of your energy towards like your thoughts, you're spiraling a little bit, right? As we all do, I think. It's like, hey, let's not do that. Okay, again, hitting that cap. It's like we want to go higher and higher and higher. We want to learn more, especially with Aquarius. We want to learn more, take in more info, take in more knowledge. Aquarius have this like knack to really like start like a project or a hobby or whatever, especially if it's like school, like knowledge, learning related. Like you can just grab that info and store it. I feel like it's like, the more that I know, the better prepared I'll be. The more that I know, the better. The more that I know, the better. And it's like, not really though, because you can know everything you want. Someone needs to hear this. You can know everything you want and have all the knowledge in the world that you want, but it won't matter because you will need to have the experience, have that physical, like human experience. You will need to physically be just in your human body. Otherwise, it doesn't make a difference. Like, your experience is what trumps knowing. Like, I can know what it's like, say, to be, I don't know, in poverty, right? Like, I can know what it's like to not grow up with abundance. However, until I have gone through and experienced that lack and the way that that feels, like I won't truly be able to empathize with somebody else, right? Anyways, take that with a grain of salt. Call your power back. Stop giving it away to people. It's not fair. It's garbage, okay? We're gonna get a couple tarot cards for Aquarius. Oh, I think I just saw Judgment too. Love when Judgment comes out. Judgment is just so unique. Judgment, in this deck, the Judgment card really gives me the sense of Phoenix, like rising from the ashes, which I really love. Alright, what do we have for Aquarius? Alright, what do we have for Aquarius? Ooh, okay. Oof, 9 of Wands reverse. So 9 of Wands, to me, right off the bat, really feels like you're like losing it. Like, I mean this with love, okay? Look, you have King of Swords reversed at the bottom. This is Aquarius. This is the card of Aquarius. You guys are like literally losing it. Like, I genuinely feel like if you guys think about something, if you think about a certain topic or a problem and how you're going to solve it or whatever, like over and over and over again, like it's out of your control. I feel like you just have to let life happen. But if you keep thinking about it and you keep like getting caught up in this like spiral, I feel like you guys are going to regret it. I really feel like you're going to have this like psychotic break. Like, you're driving yourself nuts. You have to stop thinking for a minute. I know it's like impossible because air signs, but you have to stop thinking for a minute. Like, you have to chill. You have to let life happen. Let life come to you. Don't worry about getting to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Like, enjoy the moments in between. Enjoy every moment, no matter what the situation is. Like, enjoy it piece by piece and layer by layer of your journey. Don't rush to the end, because like if you're gonna rush to the end, like you're gonna get there and you're just gonna be looking for the next thing, right? You're gonna be looking for the next like dopamine or serotonin high. It's like on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. But it's like in all those moments before, you could have been enjoying those moments one at a time and had more joy, cultivated more joy and more happiness, more love. But if you're pushing to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, you're not enjoying anything. You're wishing away your life. You're wishing away time. Look at that. The Fool coming out. You guys have a new opportunity coming your way. And if it's not a new opportunity coming towards you, it's you have the ability to change the energy around you. You have the ability to change where you're at. To basically say, I'm going to get rid of my baggage and I'm just going to say, fuck it. You know? That's what's up right there, right there. That was a confirmation. Just say fuck it. Just say fuck it and go with the flow. Don't take the baggage with you. The Fool is about a new beginning, but it's about like, think about like what a fool is to people. It's someone who has no inhibitions, someone who is like, yeah, life will just work out for me. It seems delusional, but to the Fool, he's like, no, I just trust that the universe is going to catch me. I just trust that the universe is going to catch me on my way down. Like, that's it. And then you also have Ace of Swords. So I really do feel like the issue here is that you need to let go. I know, don't kill me, but you need to let go. That's what this is. You will not always have control, and you won't always be able to predict the next thing. You won't, you know, have all the answers, and that's fine. You don't need to. Like, the beauty of life, or part of it at least, is the fact that you won't know, and you're just moving along, trying to figure it out and having fun along the way. Ace of Swords talks about a new beginning as well, but it also talks about communication. It talks about your mental processes. So I feel like, if anything, this is just a new way that you're approaching a situation, or a new way is available for you to go about something. And Spirit's like, please choose this one, because it's going to be easier for you. It's going to be better for you. It's just a matter of letting go, having faith, and just saying, fuck it, whatever. All right. Got people yelling outside. Maybe that's Spirit being like, I'm fucking talking to you. All right, let's see if we can get any more for Aquarius. What else we got for them? It's just so funny. Six of Cups. I said it earlier too. It was like, it gives me Six of Cups energy. Oh, hell yes. Queen of Swords under that. So we started with that King of Swords in reverse, but now we're off to the Queen of Swords, which is Libra. You may have it in your chart. Doesn't have to be though. But Six of Cups. I feel like this is kind of like, it's moving from that masculine energy of the King of Wands. I mean, the King of Swords, which is having control, right? To this Queen, which is a lot soft. It's a lot more soft rather. It's a lot more of an energy like, I don't have to prove that I know like what the best thing is, or I don't have to prove myself in any way. That's the way that I feel. Like, the Six of Cups also talks about nostalgia. It could be past lives. It could just be, you know, previous ways that you've emotionally regulated or anything like that. But this to me is like, what I feel like is you growing. It's like, I don't need to prove my growth. I don't. Like, I feel like the Queen lets her actions speak for herself, whereas the King of Swords in reverse can sometimes be like a lot of talk or a lot of thinking and not a lot of action. But having these two together makes me feel like not only have I learned and I've grown, but the Six of Cups is saying like, I've grown here too, like in my heart. Like, I've really taken those lessons and I have done something with them. You've turned that knowledge into wisdom, which I really like for you guys. the World in reverse. I feel like you guys kind of get stuck with the emotions a lot here. I feel like that's a hard part for you for some reason. Why is this so difficult for Aquarius? The World in reverse. Because the World in reverse really is kind of like going back and looking over a lesson, or kind of like, you know, taking one more read through. Oh, same thing. Yeah, you just had to choose it. That's why. You just had to choose it. It was there for you to take the entire time. It was just like, you had to say yes. Same stuff. They're like, I said what I said. Just going to repeat themselves now, right? Because you have the Two of Wands. So the World reverse and the Two of Wands is like, the only reason that you're stuck in a place is because of you. And it's never meant to be like rude, or to be like, you did this, so you're behind. There's no behind. Everyone's on their own path. Ooh, look at that crow. Oh my God. Everyone's on their own path at their own time. It's divine timing. But I feel like Spirit's like, you just had to choose. You just had to say yes. That's it. You had to say yes. And then you have the Nine of Swords. So you had Nine of Wands reverse, Nine of Swords. This energy sucks. Nine of Swords and Hermit. It's like pushing you into this introspective state, pushing you into a place of quiet, pushing you into a place of, let me go inside, let me, you know, be living in my mind. This is like letting so much bother you to the point that you isolate yourself, or just letting your thoughts run wild, where I feel you guys are just almost dissociating, where you're just like, I can't. Like, I can't. I feel like it was this very big, like, upheaval of energy where you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, again, like, laying those thoughts to rest. It's like, I have to let this go. And I think you knew for a long time that whatever's going on in your life that you're stressing over, you had to let it go and just let it flow, because, again, you're gonna go crazy. Like, you're literally gonna go crazy. You had the Hermit here also with Death in reverse. Look at this. It's like, I can't let this go, and this really, like, I struggle to release this, and I don't know why. I feel like you really went on this, like, inner journey to figure out, why is this hard for me? Another crow. Crows might be a thing for y'all right now. Crows for me are also really closely connected with Odin as well, so you might want to look into that. Like, crows or ravens, like, if you have any affinity for those and that's a thing in your life, crows are showing up big for you today, so I want to look into that. But Death card in reverse with the Hermit. Virgo and Scorpio energy here, okay? And then Aries or Aquarius with the Fool. This really, to me, is like, look at how they're going in two separate directions. It really is a battle. The Hermit talks about turning that knowledge to wisdom. The fact that he has, I don't know if you guys can see, like, he has all these keys. So it's almost like he's collecting them in a way, like you have the ability to open many doors, and the only thing that you have is time, right? So it's like, spend that time wisely. Like I was saying before, enjoy every moment, enjoy every minute, enjoy every step of what's going on, no matter what it is. So, I mean, feel those emotions, stay in that energy, especially if you're trying to get, you know, past something that emotionally was draining or difficult or whatever. Like, I think appreciating those moments in between really gives you a better perspective, because you appreciate those hard times and you have them to compare to your good times. Because without the comparison, how would you know what was, you know, good times versus not? Or like, how would you know what happiness was if you didn't really have like sadness to compare it to? Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel like you guys are just have to make the most out of these steps along the way. Take them one step at a time. You know, move through as slow or as quickly as you need to, but be in the moment every single second of whatever it is that's going on, so you can really, you know, not like intellectualize, but feel every emotion. Give it space, give it time, validate it, you know, be like, hey, like, thank you for showing me this, you know, how can we move through this? And then we transmute that, we integrate it, whatever we need to do, and we move on. And that's just how I feel on that. All right, guys, I hope this made sense for you. Like I said before, go ahead and like the video if you resonated. Leave me a comment if you feel so called. And of course, subscribe, hit the bell notification for more. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.